The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Golden Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Might be changing the route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Looking to throw on third. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. To the air, it's Van Buren. Hums it downfield. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback keeper. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gee. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Using his legs, it's Alexander. Got the first down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now on first down from the 28. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ezukama. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! Setting up for the extra point and the top. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. On the option. All down the middle, move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
The toss to the outside. Got a little space. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Right down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Trying play action. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to scramble. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dive.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he can advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
And those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Throws to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Working the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll set up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The hurry-up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. A designed run for the quarterback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation, trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
And he tacks on the extra point. coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Rush is on him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking deep. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the task point.
Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Rides the back and leaves it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the move, he fires. Makes a grab past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss?
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, LSU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to the quarterback. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up with a massive fumble recovery.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll ride his man on the option. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Quick toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for...
Gonna take a shot. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Looking down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They get to him as he throws. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Looking down the middle. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's thrown another interception. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
The Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to it.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Golden Bears! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
California.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. UAB was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Birmingham. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
That's caught. It's Ezukama. And they're able to make the tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down coming up. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. Makes the grab. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Back to pass on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. Unleashes one
there's no quitting this defense. I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the Golden Bears want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. He's taking the deep shot. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
To the air on second down. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented...